Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here. Happened to be invisible. I'm having some technical problems, but I still wanted to bring you this video, which is welcome to patch 7.4. Yes, today is patch day on Monday and not on Wednesday, which it normally happens. And honestly, I kind of forgot until this morning. I was like, oh boy, we have some new stuff to look at. So this video is largely going to be a review of patch 7.4, taking a look at some of the things that are here, some of the things that are still to come, and some of the things that are kind of a little bit around the corner, because there was some stuff in the patch notes that kind of took me from surprise a little bit. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. And so I'm going to just kind of skim through this a little bit. This is the patch 7.4 release notes. There was actually more on this than there was on my iOS updates page, you know, when you update your app and things like that. So I found that quite interesting. Anyways, we have the new characters, of course. I'm not going to go over it. It's Team Pegasus, the tech raid team, with Iron Man, Ironheart, Darkhawk, who, by the way, I actually just want to kind of show you guys really quickly in the roster screen that 2 of them are 45 character shard unlocks, which is great. And actually 3 if you count Zombie Juggernaut. He's probably going to be, we'll have more time to talk about this later. He's probably going to be identical to Zombie Iron Man. So don't expect a lot of shards for this character. In fact, he could be offer exclusive, except for the actual event that happens. We'll talk more about that down the line. And Darkhawk is 100 shards. And what's kind of neat about this... Oh, Tiger's also 100, but, you know, whatever. We don't care about new Avengers because they're lame. Darkhawk is 100. I actually really like his model. Honestly, I think he's got one of the cool... His armor's just really cool. I know a lot of people are talking about, well, why is he global? Because his armor is like from the Shi'ar Empire, which is cosmic, and I don't know. But anyways, it talks about it a little bit. That he fights as the android Darkhawk, whatever. And it doesn't matter. Cool character anyways, and so he's 100 shards. Expect him to be... I'm going to assume he's going to be a Blitz event milestone release. There's always one every patch. It's going to be him. One of these 2 characters are going to be a campaign event, probably, and then one of them is going to be, my guess is, an arena release, like we did for Teen Loki and, I don't know, who was the, Ghost Rider Robbie. Though he was actually a 100 shard unlock, so who knows, maybe Darkhawk's actually the arena-style release. But yeah, I definitely think that that's the way that they're going. We'll see. Maybe I'll be surprised. And of course, Tigra is the October month-long, which I think is confirmed here in the patch notes. Anyways, Juggernaut Zombie. I'm actually really looking forward to this, only because I do have them geared up to like level 85, gear 15. So I might push it a little bit more later on. And really, really like the models, honestly. I love this whole zombie approach, and I wouldn't be mad if they did this every year and they added a new character to the team for the next 2 years. My only hope is that they let up on Zombie Iron Man and they make him farmable after... There's no reason, you know, that we can't get more shards on Zombie Iron Man 1 full year on. But that's just me, and again, we'll talk about that more as time goes on. There's going to be a rework to Thanos and the Black Order, but it's not going to be in now, so that's not on release. So just to let people know about that, that is to come. Also, we had some stat updates to Kestrel. My Kestrel actually received about 17 or 18,000 power increase from pre-patch, which is pretty cool. A lot of it came in, obviously, the stats. The base stats are in the patch notes as well. It's roughly about a 30%, I think 25 to 30% across the board. And so I did see a fairly good increase in both the health and damage, which is nice. So looking forward to obviously using her a little bit more. And even in the places where I do use her already, things like, what's that Cosmic Crucible counter for Unlimited X-Men? I forgot what that's called, Walking Death or something like that. Anyways, I still use her a little bit now with that. So, you know, hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to do that. Going back, we have a Doctor Strange Defenders costume. I know how garbage he is. Yes. Doctor Strange is crap. But, you know, you might use him in the full team, possibly for, like, Alliance War, maybe. So I do want to kind of take a look at it. Okay, it's the Multiverse of Madness costume. Okay, that's not what I thought it was going to be, because it suggested a little bit different. It said the Defenders costume. Is there supposed to be another one? This doesn't seem like the Defender's costume, but that looks like this is the movie costume. But hey, maybe they might have typo in the patch notes there. Moving on, we do have something. It says another chance Loki Season 2 event, whatever that's going to be about. It doesn't say. October month-long event. Pegasus Showcase. So we always have this with like kind of brand new teams. That being said, Pegasus is only 3 new characters, but yeah, there's going to be like a showcase event in the same style as Invaders and Bifrost did. So look forward to that, which is going to allow us to have, you know, more stuff to farm. If you guys remember, there is those kind of things in game, those events that you could farm for like a week or 10 days or whatever. Also, there's a lot of lag when you hit the front screen now, which is kind of annoying. And so yeah, look forward to that. I don't know when the first one's going to be coming, but hopefully not too long. Also, we do have Nexus chapters 3 and 4, so that's really good. Make sure you're actually farming this from today, because not only do they have some 2 new characters, but you're going to get access to some gold orb fragments, which is pretty nice. So Titania here at 4.9 at the very end, there's the gold orb fragment nodes. There's also some minis for G17s if you need them for skill and for bio. Also, Union Jack is on a training orb fragment node at the end here of Nexus 3.9. So both Union Jack and Titania are available to farm. Also, if you need any like origin gear pieces, there's still lots more here as well along the way. So you should almost be, unless you need characters, in gold orb fragments, of course. So what I'm doing is those there, and in heroes, I'm farming Morbius node for the gold orb fragments, the Echo node, and the anti-venom node. So those give you a total of 1 gold orb per day if you're spending the 600 energy on those 5 nodes now. So the Titania orb, Titania node, and the Dark Beast node, all of those combined makes 1 full gold orb per day. And believe it or not, that actually makes a fair bit of difference in terms of your overall gold output. So over the course of a month, it actually adds up to close to 5 million gold. So make sure you're farming this stuff every day, because every little bit's going to count. Now, moving on, there is some hard campaign reward increases as well. This part I didn't actually notice until just recently here, that T15 and 16s are increasing from 1 to 2 and 1 to 3 in nodes where they appear. So that is pretty good. I want to kind of take a look at that a little bit. And you can see that here. These are the 16. I believe that was what got increased from 2 to 3, I think it was. And yeah, so everything else is about 3. I think those are the specific things that they were calling out, because this is 17, that's 16, and I believe that that was 2 before, so that's good as well. T15s are on different sections outside of Nexus Hard, and yeah, so overall, they're making things a little bit easier. Now, this was the big thing that caught me by surprise. S.W.O.R.D Satellite. I have a feeling that this is what the envoys were talking about, the huge kerfuffle of that was so bad that was going to break the game. Because this was, they said it was going to be something that was testable. There was a few envoys who used this term that I didn't test this. You know, we didn't get time to test it. And this is something that I think is what they were talking about. It's a new version of Tower Mode. The satellite features 40 floors, each having up to 10 enemies, which could be really cool, which means that AoE is going to be great. So there's going to be some new strategy here. The floors will prove more of a challenge than Avengers Tower, but the satellite has more checkpoints to prevent the falling too far. Climb as many floors as possible to earn milestones and complete for leaderboard rewards. Now, so what would have been so bad in this, if this is what it was, to make this game breaking? Now, first of all, it doesn't appear that it's going to be permanent, and that's one of the biggest disappointments. I was really hoping that we would get a tower mode that was resettable maybe once a month, and that we would be able to climb it in, I don't know, maybe once every couple of, you know, whatever it happens to be, whatever the reset period is, something that we could do daily, and our progress would be tracked, and that, you know, I don't know, maybe there'd be some restrictions on it in terms of like what characters you can use so you're not climbing super fast. I don't know, but I would love to see daily activity on something like this that resets maybe once a month. That they have that in other games, and I think that that would be really great, and that would give us something to do on the regular that's, you know, different from what we already have. The bookmarking of the items. Now, this is funny, and also I feel like this was a bit of a waste of dev time, but maybe that's just me. Anyways, you can like take any item or character shard, actually, for that matter, you can go Observe Man, and you can click on him, and then you can click the bookmark button, and then you can take the minis and click the bookmark button. And then where you go to find that is you go into the supply store, and then you hit the bookmarks button on the top right here. And then when you click on that, it gives you a list of things that you've bookmarked, which is basically just a fast way for you to hit the find button. Why would you want to do that? Well, you can find the node that they're on, but also you can find all of the ways that they're in, and also all the ways that you can spend money on this character or these items, because there's hidden offers on literally everything. There's always a hidden offer somewhere. There's this one here. The special offers, they're the hidden offers that show up every single day. So there's always ways for you to spend money in this game if you so desire. Now, primarily for other people, it's going to be for people to maybe find multiple nodes where they can farm specific items, especially like, you know, things like this. Boom, there's like so many nodes that you can farm teal origin gear pieces now. The Nexus ones are better because they have a drop rate of 3, but either way, for some people who are a little bit lazy, they can do this if they want. Also, wanted to say that they had to make a statement saying that the bookmark feature and favoriting a character has no impact on the drop rates. That's from the words of the community manager, so take it for what it is. Don't be. I know there's a lot of skeptical people that think that if you put this on your tinfoil hat, that you're actually going to get less of them. Apparently not. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. You know, for those tinfoil hatters out there. Also, there is a drag and drop in squad select feature that was mentioned in the patch notes, but it's not enabled yet. Also, the raid auto launcher, which I've been wanting to come back and wanting to get that fixed because people in my alliance keep asking me to launch raids and I don't wake up that early. So we do have other captains, but, you know, still, I would like that raid auto launcher to come back, and it hasn't come back yet, but hopefully it will come back soon. TM soon, hopefully. Again, drag and drops and squad select feature, their website button and community tab. So a quick way to get into the online, I guess, if you need to. And a whole host of bug fixes. And there's like a Project Pegasus spotlight down here with all the character kits, but honestly, they're in game right now. So I don't know why you would need to look this up necessarily. There were some changes to Morbius. They added, like, very, very slightly. Also, yeah, some of the text callouts that varied for Hela and Zombie Iron Man related to Juggernaut. I must have passed it. There was a very slight part. Basically, they changed the part for Morbius's ultimate. For those of you who use Dark Hunters, they added a part where his ultimate now chains appropriately to everyone. So if you do have Morbius built up, basically his ultimate now chains to 5 adjacent targets or whatever it does here. Anyways, it chains basically all the way across the board instead of missing one character if you start on the end. That was kind of like the biggest issue, that it would kind of miss one character. But anyways, they've kind of fixed that, I suppose. So it is what it is there. I thought that they were going to do a lot more. I was wondering if Morbius was going to be added to the Undying team or something strange. But no, we are not. So that's a little bit unfortunate there. Otherwise, we're just going to be going through the motions. The first thing coming up, obviously, is going to be the Tigra offers that are going to be coming out this week. And then the events later on Thursday, I think it is, for the Strange Divination event for Mockingbird. And then I guess next week is going to be the free-to-play release event for Mockingbird. And I don't know who the first character of this new Project Pegasus team is going to be, who's first up. My guess is it's going to be one of the 45 shard characters, so it's probably going to be Iron Man or Ironheart, and then there's going to be a campaign event, my guess, later on towards the beginning of October, I guess we're at now at this point. So we won't see any free-to-play Project Pegasus characters until October because we still have Mockingbird to get through as well for the next week and a half or so. And I think that's going to be it. Also, don't forget that there is a event going on right now for Cosmic Crucible, Topple the Tribunal. Make sure that you're using your Masters of Evil. It's going to be really important. Make sure you win with your Masters of Evil as well, and all of this requires winning. So yes, actually, before we end, they did release these new orbs that I want to talk about really quickly. They're in the orb store. The Allied Supply 2 orb, and now the Apocalypse Bounty orb is being replaced with the T2 level 5 Ion orb. Now, it's my understanding, and I was just looking briefly at this, that it doesn't seem that much different. It looks pretty much identical to the Allied Supply 1 orb, but instead of reusing that or fixing it, they just released a new orb, which then rewards the T2 level 5 Ion orb fragments. The rewards itself in the side pillars look pretty much the same. I don't think if anything has really changed, otherwise feel free to let me know. And then we have the blue 5. I'm going to call it the blue 5 orb. The blue 5 orb, which guarantees this time blue 5 ions, not blue 4 and 5 like the Apocalypse Bounty orb did have, but it's just blue 5 ions. And there is a 0.5% chance that you get the 5 million jackpot. So it's 20%, but it's 20% of 2%, which is actually 0.4%. So I was told that this was actually lowered by 0.1%, which is 0.5 per 4. That's what I was told. But anyways, you can see the jackpot figures here. And so 40% chance of 2, which is, of course, 0.8% of 1.5 and 2 million drop rates. So it is what it is. Maybe it's worse. I don't know. But at least it guarantees blue 5 rather than blue 4s, which existed in the Apocalypse Bounty orb. And I think that's really about it that I've seen. So let me know about your thoughts on the patch so far. Obviously, I'm curious about things to come, especially with regards to what they were talking about up here with the tower mode, or sorry, the S.W.O.R.D satellite. So that could be kind of interesting, but we don't know yet when that's actually going to be coming. So who knows? Looking forward to your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, what are you most excited for this patch, and which characters are you going to be gunning for? Personally, I think the most exciting is going to be Zombie Juggernaut. I don't know why. I think he looks really cool. I'm already knowing that he's going to be a crap release. There's going to be like 2 or 3 star. But nonetheless, you know, raid teams are what they are. They look really cool. Darkhawk looks really cool. But at the end of the day, it's going to be designed to raid sim, and I'm not actually going to play with them too much, probably. At least with Zombie Juggernaut, I might actually get some gameplay out of it. So that's everything, everyone. And until next time, stay safe and healthy. And I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.